OpenAI just handed its AI a computer. It can browse the web, book your meetings, run your apps, write, edit, and even launch code, all without you lifting a finger. This new AI agent is a full-blown autonomy with a smarter search bar that will change everything and spark an entirely new conversation. The good news is that it's not something you need to anticipate because it was already launched on July 17, 2025. This AI agent isn't just telling us what to do anymore, it's doing it for us. Which brings us to the question, what happens when work becomes optional for the machine? Let's break this down in a way you can understand. Imagine the old-school ChatGPT that could read your prompts and summarize things like a brilliant but trapped researcher. It possessed knowledge, but it was confined within a digital library with no means of escape. Now, picture that same researcher, given a laptop, a key, and full access to the internet. That's what the new ChatGPT Agent is. It can observe a calendar, sift through web pages, fill forms, click buttons, dig into your GitHub, run code, and even compile PowerPoints. It's a loop that sees, thinks, and acts. First, it observes what's on screen or intelligent documents. Then it reasons, figuring out the next action, and finally it acts. It's like hiring a digital intern who doesn't sleep and can run multiple tasks. So, if old ChatGPT answered your questions, now this one acts on your behalf. Okay, that's enough theory. Let's look at concrete examples that go from everyday helpful to jaw-dropping automation. Example 1 is the researcher scenario. Think of a scientist trying to synthesize dozens of academic papers, a process that usually takes days or weeks of reading, summarizing, taking notes, and citing sources. In a demo, the agent pulled 10 recent papers, extracted key findings, and assembled a concise summary in maybe 15 minutes. What once took roughly 40 hours now fits into your afternoon coffee break. Example 2 is the business analyst scenario. A marketing pro tasked the agent with analyzing a competitor's website, gathering product details, scraping pricing indicators, and building a 5-slide strategy deck highlighting weak conversation points. The agent sourced pricing tables, pulled customer sentiment snippets, and generated clean decks, all autonomously. It's like having a junior consultant inside your laptop, pulling data and outputting a complete presentation in minutes. Example 3 is the coder's assistant scenario. Finally, let's consider the dev team struggling with a bug on GitHub. The agent cloned the repository, scanned issue threads, wrote a patch, tested the fix, and even deployed it. This brings us to the chilling realization that we're not talking about automating tasks anymore. We are automating entire workflows and jobs. Is my job safe? That's the question everyone is asking, and the answer isn't simple. But here's a clear way to think about it in these 3 tiers. For Tier 1, we have high risk. Anyone whose work is basically moving information from here to there. Something like data entry, bookkeeping, basic customer services, you are on the firing line. If your job is all about clicking, copying, and pasting, that's a flicker for the intern. Tier 2, we have high transformation. You see, roles like marketing, design, and even software engineering will morph. These professionals won't disappear. They'll evolve into a new breed of jobs like AI director or prompt engineers. The work becomes less about execution and more about orchestration. You're not doing the work yourself. You're telling the agent how to do it and interpreting the results. Then we have Tier 3, the lower risk. Jobs that rely on physical dexterity, like trades, or deep human judgment, like therapy or senior-level strategy consulting, are safer, at least for now. People keep saying AI would only replace repetitive jobs. Well, this one just debugged an entire app. It's time to talk about the cost of building these AI factories, because they burn energy like oil rigs. The true cost of this agent goes beyond subscription fees. It's a matter of first, financial cost. Know this, hiring a full-time digital employee isn't as cheap as it sounds. Enterprise pricing isn't cheap, and once you're using it to carry out tasks, you're consuming compute cycles, API cells, and storage, all of which translate into dollars. Then there's the environmental cost. Research shows that training a single cutting-edge AI model consumes about the same electricity as a small town does in a year. Now imagine millions of these agents running 24/7 inside sprawling data centers. By 2028, data centers could be using as much as 12% of US electricity. Plus, the water used to cool them is enough to fill tens of thousands of 500 milliliter bottles daily. These centers are like data-driven oil refineries, pumping heat and carbon into the environment. We have human and security costs. What happens when we let machines make decisions? Are we at risk of forgetting how to make them ourselves? What happens when an agent accidentally transfers thousands of dollars or modifies someone's configuration without oversight? And worse, what if a malicious agent gets hold of admin access or a bank account? These are questions we need to find fast answers to, because Sam Altman, the UN, energy experts, and technology ethicists are already raising red flags. We used to fear AI taking over. Now we're paying for it to do. The birth of this powerful new agent is morally neutral until we give it meaning. Power is neither good nor evil. It's what you do with it that counts. Again, the answer isn't more AI. Our survival toolkit is stronger human frameworks like smart laws, clear ethics, and better schooling. We need policies that match the pace of the change, ethical standards that put people first, and schools that teach AI fluency alongside critical thinking. Because right now, this tech is outpacing our laws and cultures. If we're not careful, we'll outsource our decisions, not just our tasks. So here's what we're facing. On one side, the ChatGPT Agent is a co-pilot, revolutionizing workflows, saving time and opening possibilities. On the other hand, we've got a potential replacement carrying hidden costs for our planet, skills, and our safety. This is a conversation we all need to have. How does this affect your work and your life? Let us know in the comments below. This AI doesn't just know what to do anymore. It knows how to do it, and it is already doing it. The question is, are we ready? Thanks for listening. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next story.